Since the beginning of time, everyone has wondered, what is actually killing anime? Today, we are going to solve that issue. I'm Whatta thinks Whatta, and with me is who?
Ash Vampire.
Fuck yeah.
The one who hasn't released any content in, I think, 3 weeks at this point, maybe a month by the time this has come out. Though there are reasons for that, not that that's what this entire podcast is about. However,
you'll see it later.
Yes, much later, if the size already is anything to go by.
So I'm here to carry you, to help you get anything on your channel.
Yes, basically.
So what are we doing here today, Ash?
So if you've ever been around on Reddit, on the A board, or on 4chan and similar places, Mal, basically any forum that you can think of that discusses anime, then you will have inevitably run across that age-old topic of X is killing anime, or X is ruining anime. And it always is something that doesn't actually mean that it's ruining anime. It's just usually
things people don't like.
It's essentially just things that people don't like, that they are positioning as something that is, in fact, ruining anime.
The most classic one, of course, being Kyoto Animation's moe faces.
Yes,
or moe in general.
Cute girls is, I think, the prototypical ruining anime. Moe is ruining anime. I think that's probably about as close to where it might be, like, I think that's probably as close as you can get to where it started, or where you started to see that trend of, like, that's how people address their problems. But we're not going to talk about moe, because I think both of us love moe. And we don't think it's a problem.
I don't think it's a problem. I also like 80s mech shows. I like all kinds of anime.
Yeah, same. Also, 80s mech shows are dope. And mech shows in general tend to also be dope.
Unless the Kurumukuro.
Or Comet Lucifer.
Kurumukuro is actually not that bad, but it's ugly. Anyway, for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Ash's anime friend Whatta, and I have a lot of opinions about anime. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't need to know anything
myself.
else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like myself, Whatta has a ton of opinions on anime. And a ton of opinions on anime that also, like myself, get him into extensive arguments in places where anime is discussed. So we figured that what better thing to do than to discuss the things that we think are killing anime.
Indeed.
Because we're not going to think that the things that are killing anime are the same things that other people do. We're going to have completely, I think, different takes on this. So,
and in true fashion, we're also going to change our mind all the time and be multifaceted.
Yeah. Like, by the end of this, it is highly likely that both of us will not actually think that these 4 things that we're going to bring up are actually ruining anime.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have some hyperbolic statements. We're going to
because what else is a podcast about anime?
Comedy takes.
Hyperbole and being pedantic about stupid shit.
Sometimes we'll agree if we agree. Sometimes we'll disagree if we disagree. We have no stakes here. It's not a competition. It's actually going to be pretty fun, I think.
Yeah, an actual discussion.
Yeah, but do let us know if there's anyone listening to this in the comments who you agree with, who you disagree with, or if we're both agreeing, do you disagree with us? Maybe you can be the opposition here.
And furthermore, if you think that there is something that you think is ruining anime, let us know, and maybe we'll end up covering that, because Lord knows it was difficult for me to think of, like, some very specific things that I think are ruining anime.
Lord knows it was easy for me. I had like 20 things and I just had to pick 2.
Yeah, no, for me it's more that, like, my issues with any one show are more like broad concept shit that isn't really, like, applicable across a lot of shows, so it was difficult. So we'll bring it up again at the end of the show, but if you want to submit ideas for what you think we might discuss on future episodes of this, go ahead. But with all that out of the way, Whatta, do you want to start us off, or do you want me to start us off?
I'll definitely start us off this time.
Okay.
Because I'm going to start us off with something easy, something basic, something we can all relate to. So Ash, I don't know, are you an OP skipper?
I actually have, like, a system for that, right?
Okay, I have one too. Do tell me yours.
So the way that I deal with OPs, I will admit straight up, I am usually an ED skipper. Like once the episode is over, I don't care. Like I'm ready to move on to the next episode, and that's it, right? Like the EDs, like the only time I ever watch an ED is if somebody is like, hey, have you watched this show? Yes. Have you like listened to the ED? No, not really. Oh, you're an idiot and a faggot. You should do that.
One thing I considered bringing in was underappreciation of EDs. Just so you know.
No, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't like appreciate EDs. It's just that the episode is over. I have gotten what I wanted out of the experience. It's time to move on.
Damn.
But when it comes to OPs, the way that I usually do it is that I will watch it once. You know, the first episode, watch it once. Because there's a lot of stuff in OPs that you can kind of like glean from them about like where the show might be going before you're even, 5 minutes into the episode. So that can be helpful sometimes. And then usually after that, I won't watch it unless it's like a dope ass fucking song.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that's pretty bog standard with the way most people probably
I do a similar
OPs.
thing. But me and my friend Herpes, who I watch anime with, we also have a rule where we have to watch OP and ED on the first episode and the last episode.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
In between that, we can watch OP, ED depending on how good we think they are. Yeah. But first episode, last episode, we have to watch them.
Well, usually in a lot of shows, especially like longer ones, like 24 episodes and larger, final episodes will usually have the OP cut in like as a song inside the episode at some point. So
with this giant pre-discussion, I want to get into my actual topic of what's killing anime. And my topic is low creativity in the, let's just call it storyboarding of OPs.
Okay, so you're talking about that slide the characters on screen with their name, basically do the cheap version of Durarara's OP.
Do some running.
Some running across the screen.
There's so many tropes. One of the things that me and my friend Herpes have been noticing more and more and more, and this shows up both in OPs and in EDs, is the spinning stars.
Oh yes, dude!
The spiral,
with the
white spiral.
The white background with like the with like the usually it's like a pink or a yellow.
No. Usually it's just a shot of the sky, but the stars are spinning in a spiral.
Oh yeah. Okay. I misunderstood. I thought you were talking like a graphic thing.
Oh no. I mean like an actual sky. In the background you see the stars spinning. And
I know what you're talking about.
It's become a meme among the two of us that we're calling it out every time. And I think it was like, I don't know what season it was, but like a recent season, there were 4 shows that had this in the OP that we were watching. So not 4 shows in total, but just of the like 10 or so shows we were watching, 4 of them had it in the OP.
Yeah, like but when I think about like low creativity OPs, which are a problem, I will agree with you. What I tend to think about is when I'm watching one is how many times does the thought go through my head, I could have done this in Sony Vegas.
Or more so, for me, I can see that I could have done this because that's when they're just sliding pictures, right? But
yeah, sliding pictures or having like a zoom effect or something like that. It's like, I could do this. Like, why? Yeah, I'm here for something that I can't do.
Yeah, something that is drawn with animation and not just sliding pictures.
But
another problem for me is whenever I look at it and I feel that I've seen this before, and of course that's going to happen. Like I watched, like
because like there are
my power level's pretty high. I watched close to 600 anime now. I'm actually closing in on it.
Well, I mean, but not just that. But I mean, like there are also like techniques involved with making a good OP. That you're going to see similar styles of shot composition, especially when it comes to like, is it a fast-paced song? Is it a slow-paced song? Is it rock? Is it EDM? Like there are going to be certain styles of
so
shot composition that go with that. So like, yeah, you're going to see the same thing over time, but
But the fact that some of these things are so universal, like the running, but it's mostly like an ED thing, the running. Usually what's funny is that in the OP you can see them running sideways towards the camera, and in the ED you can see them running sideways away from the camera.
So the shot that I can't stand in OPs that immediately kind of catches me out as like the lazy one is when you have like the 2 main characters or like the main character and the villain character, and they're like back to back, and there's like a spinning shot up. From their feet up to their faces, and it like rotates around them like 3 or 4 times. And it's just like,
you can also replace the bad guy with the heroine.
Yeah, but I mean, like any set of characters, and it's the spinning shot up around them, and I'm just like, what does that do? Like,
So this is my case for how it's killing anime, right? It's killing anime because it's removing the spark of creativity that other things could be inspired by. And it comes back to the idea that anime is such an incestuous media. These people who make anime
all the anime.
They make all the anime, but also the people who make anime today chose to make anime because they are anime fans. And this is how I can drag this into a bigger topic, right? Because when you look at the big trend about how anime has moved, we saw in the 70s, the 80s, the people who made anime were fans of other things. They were fans of movies,
like film or
like famously
like
one
that.
of the earlier directors at Toei Animation was a doctor, like a surgeon, and then he became an animator. I don't know who that was, but it was like one of the big directors. And we don't see that anymore. We don't see people coming from other fields of creativity or just other fields in general moving into anime. Everyone who works on anime today is an otaku, which means that like 95% of what they consume is either like anime or tokusatsu stuff, which is incestuous anime as well. So, and even the tokusatsu stuff is going away more and more. I think you have some holdouts of that in like Trigger and I guess Old Gainax back in like the 90s. Mm-hmm. But you definitely see like the return of some tokusatsu inspiration in something like Gridman that ran recently. Yeah. But the anime fans who just watch anime, that's why we see this. We see this because they don't know anything else to do. They look at, we're making OP. I know, I've seen 500 OPs. I can make
I've seen OPs. I know OPs.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking, all right, how can I make this interesting?
Yeah.
You know,
so I want to bring up...
But I would like to offer a counter to this.
Okay, sure.
Because while I do understand your lamenting of, this, killing anime, I would also argue that it enables the highlight of like truly great stuff because it just stands out so much more.
Well, that's like saying that... Imagine if we had just more truly great stuff. I don't think that would make the truly great stuff worse.
I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying it's easier. It's easier to draw attention to it, right? I'm looking at this from like the silver lining perspective of like it's easier to say, hey, this isn't a fucking stellar OP because it doesn't do any of that shit.
But I feel like if that was the case, we would have more stellar OPs garner more attention, and they don't. What's the most popular OP of like 2018? It's a Boku no Hero OP.
Is it really?
Probably.
That's disappointing.
Like I'm pretty sure Boku no Hero won like OP or something on the Crunchyroll Anime Award thing. So
do we
that's
even
like
take
when you
the
look
Crunchyroll
at like
Anime Awards seriously, or?
I mean, it's like looking at Mal rankings, right? As a normie take, what's actually garnering widescreen attention. So of course, Boku no Hero is the most popular thing because everyone likes Boku no Hero, so they just watch the Boku no Hero one. Yeah. I think that what I wanted to actually move this into is sort of highlight OPs that have come up very recently that I think are fucking amazing, and also EDs.
Can I highlight one that I'm still sold on?
Yeah, sure. Talk about Magmo as much as you want.
No.
It's not Magmo?
That OP is good. It's very pretty.
I disagree, but sure. I know why you like it. You like the colors, and I don't really care, but sure.
Yeah, no, the Copcraft OP is fantastic.
I don't remember it. I watched 6 episodes of Copcraft, and I don't remember the OP. Oh, wait, I remember the song.
Yeah, it's like a jazzy, jazzy, really fast-paced song. It's got a lot of really interesting shot composition. It, like, moves in between shots really interestingly. I mean, it's not, like, beat for beat, like, the best thing ever, but it does stand out, and I do like it a lot.
Yeah, I have quite a few OPs that I could highlight, and one of them I want to highlight that's very recent, that is not even that unique of an OP, but it is different enough that it stands out so much for me, is the one for Hitoribochi, that ran last season, I think? It ran in spring. The Hitoribochi OP is just like an anime OP. You recognize an anime OP instantly. It's not unique or different in many ways. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't fall for tropes. And it has like clearly a lot of creativity put into how it's combining like its lyrics with what's happening on screen. It's a lot of just unique action poses or things that they're doing. There's a great little, like my favorite part of the OP is that, for those who don't know, Hito the Bochi is about a girl who can't make friends except for her one friend. And then when they go to high school, she and her friend go to different schools, and her friend says, I will not be your friend until you're friends with all these other people, because I think you'll be lonely if you just are friends with me, right? And in the OP, you see her friend grabbing her hands in a friendly pose, but then she starts spinning around, shugging this main character around, and just throwing her into the skies, where she meets her other friends who are flying around on angels.
Okay, now that's really cool.
It's such a tiny little thing, and it looks like just this happy little animation. But combine it with the fact that Hito the Bochi has amazing production values, both in the show and in the OP, and it's just beautiful. I love that OP so much.
You know, that's another thing I think that is if you were going to talk about things in OPs that kind of kill anime, is when the OP's production value does not match the actual show's production value. It's a really jarring experience.
Yeah, the OP is like so amazing, and the show's like, what happened here? Yeah, definitely. If I'm looking at other things on the other side of the spectrum, OPs that are actually unique and different and very special, I would look at the two Carol and Tuesday OPs that are running right now. Now, Carol and Tuesday is a show that a lot of people have not seen yet because it's in Netflix jail. So people who are watching Lego streams.
Oh, it is in Netflix jail? Because that's not how I watched it.
Oh, yeah, me neither. Like, I'm watching it for sure via a certain cat site. But what I love about this OP is that they completely changed up the music style to fit, because it's a music anime, so they took a song that would fit the show, you know?
Well, I think kind of like if you're gonna look at the OP for something like Carol and Tuesday, or really,
I was coming to the aesthetics as well. Like, they also have a completely unique aesthetics for the OP, like an art style that just stands out instantly, something special, something unique. And then the choreography of the OP is this like little montage of the girls walking around the city doing this little dance. It's unique and interesting, and there's no tropes in it.
Well, no, what I meant was that, like, if you have a show that is about music, I kind of feel like the OPs for those kinds of shows will just kind of default be of a higher quality, because, like, in so much as they are about music, how kind of contradictory would it be for them to just kind of completely ignore the impact of music in terms of introducing their show? Yeah.
Now, Karen Tuesday, I do think that it has a subpar ED1, although ED2 is fantastic. It's so good. Because they gave it to the side character to sing it, and it's really, really good. But I when you say shows about music, right, I'm dragged to K-On!, which, you know, famously the best EDs, almost probably ever.
And some great OPs, too.
Some great OPs, but also the OPs, like, I cannot recall them by heart instantly. Like, even though I'm a pretty big K-On! fan. Just compared to those EDs, the OPs.
Oh, yeah, the EDs, anybody, you could just, you know.
Oh, yeah, the EDs, they're so recognizable for the aesthetic and the real. But even if the songs for the OPs are pretty good, like, I do know they're good if I think about it, the reels just don't stand out that much, because they are still pretty trope-tastic. Now, the production value of those OPs is way higher than a normal OP. They're still really good OPs, but they still don't stand out that much, especially compared to how excellent the EDs are. So, and the music sounds pretty, like, anime music-y, you know, it's not
well, I mean, that's kind of the point of K-On!, so, I mean.
Well, the EDs don't. They feel more like the rock songs that you actually have in the show. If you listen to After School Tea Club, they don't actually sound like they're singing that anime-ish music.
You know, they're not, and I mean, I would know because I have their entire discography, so.
Yeah, you're a big fan of their music, but they don't sound like they're singing anime OP 69, you know?
Yeah.
But the OPs kind of feel like they are. So, that's to me the difference there.
Okay.
Do you feel like we can milk any more of this topic? But
no, I think you've made your point. Shit, OPs killing anime.
Oh yeah, low creativity tropes, OP tropes. That's what I want to hammer home. OP tropes are killing anime. Yeah, we gotta make a stop, dude. We gotta save anime.
And you know, I kind of agree with you. Even if I do think that their overabundance does make it easier to see a really great one. When
Yeah,
it
I mean,
comes along.
it maybe it doesn't make it easier to see it for me, but it definitely makes me appreciate the good ones more.
Yeah, that's
in
kind of
some
what I
ways.
mean too.
Oh, I want to highlight, by the way, best ED of all time. A lot of people don't think about this when they think of best ED ever. Gankutsuo. Just bear that in mind. Gankutsuo.
See, because I don't watch that many EDs, so I don't have that many EDs to really.
Another great ED, the first ED of JoJo, the new JoJo anime. Oh, such a good ED. Like, I'm not even the biggest JoJo fan at all, but that ED kills me every time. It's just a regular old rock song, you know. It's not like a song they made for the show, but the way they lead with the ED into the show, because that is one of my favorite tropes, when the ED starts playing a little bit before the show stops, and you just hear the first lines of the ED over the last lines of the show. Oh, that's my favorite thing.
Mm-hmm.
Another show that I'm watching right now, I'm almost done with it, that does this and has an excellent ED is Akunohana, The Flowers of Evil. Such a freaking good ED. Unique, interesting, instantly hits you, beautiful every time.
Mm-hmm.
And they lead with it as well, just like Gankutsuo and JoJo also do with those two EDs I mentioned. That really makes me appreciate an ED the most, is when you do that.
Yeah.
Okay, topic the second.
Right.
Let's go.
All right, I'm debating on which one I want to bring in.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of them is music related, and so I feel that it would be applicable.
Take the other one. Take the other one? Yeah.
All right, we'll jump around.
Yeah.
Okay, so many people have probably heard the complaint of the same face. Anime, same face. Okay. Right? And, you know, you can harp on that all you want. But in my opinion, there really is only so many ways you can draw the human face. Like, you're going to run into, you know, kind of same-ish looking faces on a regular basis. So, while I do understand, like, the very specific point that people are going for when they make that complaint, I kind of don't really pay it that much mind. What bothers me is the increasing tendency for shows where everyone has the same color of hair. And I mean, like, black, brown, maybe blonde.
So you mean like the death of anime hair, sort of, like, because what we've seen before.
You remember in
like,
the fucking the late 90s and the early 2000s where everyone's hair was fucking insane and it was literally the color of the fucking rainbow?
Yeah, you had Clannad with like the green one, the purple one, the orange one.
Yeah,
where
the fuck did that shit go, dude?
The gray one. I mean, I feel like it's sort of like a counter movement, right? They've moved more towards like realistic hair colors, and what we do have to realize that Japan is a country of two hair colors in real life.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. I understand like why it wouldn't seem as like weird to move in that direction. Yeah. I get it, but like for me personally, I like that anime can do whatever the fuck it wants. I like that character design in anime is not really limited by the actual, you know, physiology of the human race. That it can be whatever it wants to be. And the
Japanese
fact that
hair colors are killing anime. I just want to focus on that quote.
Yeah, no, it's a really pedantic point. But
I love it.
No, you think about it, right? Like, how many characters from, you know, way back, you know, in the late 90s, early 2000s, would you instantly recognize because of how their hair sort of helped define their look? You would immediately know who they were and what show they came from, right? If I go into the 2010s and I pull the characters from like 20 different shows, odds are 75% of them are going to look fucking identical just because of their hair.
And there's a lot of characters that have become synonymous with hair colors as well. So if I say anime girl with pink hair, you think...
Yeah, and that's the other problem. That's what I wanted to kind of leapfrog this entire thing into. Because
the right answer was Mirai Nikki, by the way. It's like, not the greatest show, but that is what people think when you see anime girl pink hair. Instantly.
Yeah. But the reason I wanted to springboard into that specifically is that it's not as though weird hair colors or anything have disappeared entirely from anime. My problem is that they have become tropified, right? The pink-haired girl in an anime is the love interest / secondary character. Always, without fail.
Hello, Asterix War.
Asterisk War. I mean, fucking, for Christ's sake, Kanata no Astra does it in this season. You've got, Asterisk War did it in, what was that, 2016?
Something like that.
2017? I mean, I like the show a lot, but Darling in the Franxx does it.
Yeah.
Like, they are all the same fucking archetype.
And
and
even
then,
when they don't have pink hair, like, let's take a show like ReZero, right? Where the main girl has white hair. In my heart, I think of her like she has pink hair. Like,
yeah,
right? Because the trope, and that's like the exception to prove the case, right? Because the trope is so strong, even when it's not true, I feel it,
Yeah, because it's become so synonymous.
Yeah,
and it's like typecasting in a way.
It's because it's like it's cheap for female. It's a cheap code for the female idea,
Yeah, for the extremely feminine.
Yeah.
You've also got the whole thing of dude with white hair, right?
Oh, yeah. The edgy light novel character.
Yeah, like he's gonna be, the anti-hero type.
Did Kirito ever get white hair?
No, I don't think he did.
I'm waiting for it, dude. I'm waiting for season.
Oh, he's gonna
25.
He's gonna do it.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
Getting white hair. He's the black swordsman, but then he goes Super Saiyan and becomes the white swordsman. It goes full Tokyo Ghoul on us.
But I mean, you know what I mean, right? You see a main character who has white hair.
And the new show's doing it. What's the light novel that's going? There's a light novel isekai that's going this season that Digibro's making fun of.
Oh, Ari Fureta.
Yeah, white hair.
Literally, he gets white hair after deciding to be an anti-hero. Like, could you literally get any more?
I feel like Tokyo Ghoul really popularized this, though. I credit that show a lot for the trope's popularity.
I don't know. I mean, you've got fucking what's the fucking the Railgun spinoff or the Index spinoff? That's
Accelerator.
Accelerator, yeah.
Yeah, but he's an old character to have white hair to begin with, and he was a villain back then.
Yeah, but why bring him back now?
Because Index needs to keep relevancy after season 3 ended.
Yeah, but I mean, also, if you make Accelerator the main character, and he is an anti-hero, it fits so fucking nice.
I mean, I won't say that isn't true, but I also think that for Accelerator's case, he was always the most popular villain in that show.
No, alright.
So you wanted to bring it back. Like, I've actually seen the first season of Index, and I wanted to watch more of it, even though it's shit. Just because it's such a, like, mimetic thing. It's like how I want to watch certain things that are bad just because they're important. And I feel like Index is an important anime in many ways.
No, I mean, it is. You're right. It is.
Yeah, I do think it's shit, though.
Yeah. I do, too. But, so, okay, the broader thing about this that I don't like, that this is the real reason I think this is killing anime. The mimetic way to say it is that the lack of, 90s hairstyles and colors is killing anime.
No, Japanese hair colors are killing
Japanese hair colors is killing anime. That's the mimetic way of saying it. But the real, like, the actual, like, analysis
Japanese genetics is killing anime.
Fucking dab with me, dude.
Yes. Okay, what's the real analysis way of putting it?
The real analysis way of looking at this is that typecasting of character design is killing anime. That's my problem.
I feel like there's two different problems, though. Because on one hand, you have there's a general lack of new hair colors in anime, or hair color variety in anime. But on the other hand, you have when there is hair colors in anime, they are too typecast. So you really have two separate problems here that are sort of related, but are still, like, I think, individual. Here's how I would put it, right? I'm going to solve your dilemma here and unite them both into one problem. I'm going to show you the power of the argument right now. No. I want to give you the catchphrase first.
Okay. Shoot me with the catchphrase.
Accurate character expression through design being degraded over time and lessening into the future is killing anime. Less character expression in the design, the visual design of characters, is killing anime.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying when I say typecasting.
Yes, that is what you're kind of saying, but not what you said. That's why I'm solving it.
Okay, whatever. That's a semantic argument that is kind of irrelevant.
No, that's what I said. I just wanted to find a better way of phrasing it.
Okay, but mine is snappy.
Yeah, I just couldn't figure the snappiest way, but I am more accurate. Anyway,
okay,
whatever. Where was you going?
The elaboration here, right, is that the nice thing about anime, the thing that makes it enjoyable over, in my opinion, Western media, especially live action media, right?
You had so much disdain in your voice when you said Western media. I love it.
Oh, I know. I can't help it. It's like when Jim Sterling says, the AAA video game industry, he can't not do I can't do it. But you know what I'm talking about. Like, he can't not.
AAA!
Yeah. He can't not say it. Whenever I say Western media, I can't keep the vitriol and the hatred out of my voice.
I don't agree. But I like Avatar. I just put that in.
Please die.
What? Last Airbender's great.
That's not what this podcast is about.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna get shit for that in the comments if anybody.
Oh yeah, you
are. I am prepared. I'm not at all.
You're not prepared.
So
don't worry, you have a small audience.
That's thank God, right? I'm actually almost up to 120, so we're
Good job.
I'm still growing somehow. Anyway, the thing about Western media that kind of irritates me is that typecasting can exist, right? That if you are good at a specific role, right? That if people begin to associate your person as an actor with a specific role, and I mean, for Christ's sake, this happens to directors and producers sometimes too.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Where, they can only direct fantasy movies or only direct sci-fi movies, stuff like that.
And it happens to anime voice actors as well.
Sometimes.
No, very much.
No, but that's, it does, but that's not what I'm talking about here.
Who's the guy who does Dio's voice? I don't remember his name, but I remember there's this old observation that he's typecast as men with long faces. And it's like the funniest thing ever. Because if you look at his entire... He's the anime voice actor with the most roles in history, so he has a greater library than anyone else. And there's so many dudes with long faces. It's just so good.
No, the thing that I think that anime has a chance to not do, right, is typecast its visuals. Where you stop... Because, like, the reason I say that... typecast of design is killing anime is because it doesn't have to, right? You're free to design your character however you want. Like, I would, at this point, I am almost getting to a point where I would rather see a dog shit character design that is colorful and has flair to it than see something that is more cohesive but literally looks like the past 3 seasons of main character.
So I want to bring up 2 main characters as an example here that are running this season. Now they're both based off of manga that have been around for a bit, except one of them is a bit newer manga, but the other one's an old manga. It's the main character Thorfinn of Vinland Saga and the main character Senku of Dr. Stone.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll give you Senku does look insane and it's great.
He's a very unique character design.
I
think that Thorfinn as well, with like the rustled blonde hair, the more rugged, realistic look. I mean, yes, it's based off his old manga. So you can't really give the anime the credit for that, but the fact that it's being adapted now still gives it some credit, I think. Yeah.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not that this is like a homogenous thing.
Yeah, of course.
But you see it happening. You see this typecasting of.
What if this good typecasting is just helping you appreciate the good ones more? What if Senku
it does?
feels...
No, and I'm not saying no. I'm not even gonna sit here and say that's not true.
Okay.
I notice a good character design more. It's kind of why I was so upset that this season that Bem turned out to be absolute shit. Because it had character designs that were so different. Right?
I mean,
you feel me
for me, the character design sort of reminded me of that PA Work show that came out a bit ago. I don't remember what it's called because it was shit and I didn't watch much of it. But it kind of looked like Bem and it was also garbage. So I sort of I felt Bem becoming bad even before it came out. I had it in my veins.
But you know what I mean? Like, they didn't look like the typecast character design.
Not from the most typical genre, but I just felt like they were typecast from, like, a different school. Like, they were typecast but from the Helsing school of anime making, Because
I mean, does that even exist anymore? That's a real good question.
It's rarer, but, like, you see these shows. Like the PA Work show that came out a while ago that also has this. Or a show like Gangsta, which oh my god. I feel like a lot of times when they go too creative with the character designs, I'm actually going to play a little bit of devil's advocate on this one. Because I feel like way too often, whenever anime goes into let's have these crazy character designs, right? They just go so far that, well, me and Herpes always joke, Mu OC is happening to the show. And there's like a million. Usually what happens is that like 5 villains show up and they all look so crazy and out there that you don't even know what to do with them. This season you have Demon Slayer, right? Or Kimetsu no Yaiba is what we're calling it. And at one point they show like they introduce like basically, I guess you call them like the Hokages of this world, like the 9 strongest swordsmen.
Yeah.
They look like the free selection candy section down at my local supermarket. There's so many colors, and we just paused and we just started calling who they were. Like one of them, we said like, "Oh, that's an episodic villain from a filler arc of Naruto." And if you watch the picture, you instantly know which one it is. It's like, oh, that guy, he's like a one-shot villain in the first arc of Hunter x Hunter. Like, and so they're kind of like these typecasts, but they're like weird and extreme. And they stand out, and they're very unique character designs, but then they're still so bad that I don't care. And compared to that, if you can give me Skiga Kirei, which just has a normal-ass looking dude with black hair, going to high school, finding love, in a world where everyone has black and brown hair, I kind of like that. I actually really appreciate this resurgence of black and brown haired characters in anime that we're seeing, with more and more of it, as like a sort of a counter movement to the absolute bombardment of the many colored characters. And I would compare this by a show I'm enjoying this season, which is like Yoshikose no Murukuzai, which is like the chaotic life of high school. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's good. It's a good little weird ass slice of life comedy about girls in high school with not realistic colors, but more rustic colors. And then you compare that to what I was watching a little while back, which is this old Shaft anime that they did with girls that are super chaotic. And I'm going to keep talking until I manage to click my way to the name of it, because it's currently slipping my mind, even though it's a show that is very popular and I should definitely know about exactly what it is called. But the actual name of this show is something that is not in this folder, because I'm keeping it in a different folder for some reason, because it's just in the wrong place at the wrong time, because I'm still not finding it, because it's called Panty Pony Dash. That's the name of the anime right there.
Wow, you could not rember the name of Panty Pony Dash.
No, I couldn't. Sorry. I know.
Disappointment.
So I got 3 episodes in Panty Pony Dash, and the colors of the girls in that show are just so all over the place. You know, like, oh, you've seen it, so like
I've seen bits and pieces. I've really because it is so frenetic that it's like one of those things that I'm like, man, if I'm gonna watch this, I gotta like set aside time.
Yeah, and I'm a big Shaft fan, right? I love something like Setsubo Sensei. I really like that show, but that show is more rustic. It's more visually coherent.
Let me, with you having presented your devil's advocate argument, let me add a corollary
that I actually kind of agree with as well. It's not just devil's advocate. I'm actually kind of against you here.
But let me add a corollary, right?
Yeah.
If all of the characters have regular colored, Japanese hair, right? And the story has no fantastical element. It is very grounded. I have 0 problems with that, because that helps sell it, right? It helps, like, the design language is telling you that this is not going to be fucking insane, right? That I am on board with, right? Because that is the narrative and the aesthetic coming together in a beautiful fucking harmony.
Yeah, chaos.
Yeah, right. My issue is when you've got things that are completely off the fucking wall or have really weird esoteric shit, and everybody still has that design language, because you've got an aesthetic and a narrative structure that do not match. And it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Can you bring up some shows on this? Just to give a picture in my head.
Let me go to Mal real quick. Stall. And turn my face away from the mic so that...
See if you can talk as much as I could, trying to find something on the
internet.
Yeah,
no, I know what you're trying to fucking make me do, having to ramble on and on, with bullshit. Let's see. Here we go. I mean, to be completely honest, no, that's not actually correct. Actually, Black Rock Shooter's a good example of this.
Except for when they're in the space realm.
Yes, but no, their hair doesn't change in the space realm.
Isn't like the glasses girl like more green? Like her greenness is accentuated more.
I mean, yes, but I actually think that's the lighting in the shot and not like a change to.
It might also be
style.
just that the color stands out more in the CGI world.
That's possible.
Because she's definitely like she has the thing where she has black hair, but they make it green. Like there's like a green nuance to the black hair, but like the characters will call it black, but it's so obvious that she has green hair. This is very common in anime. I get in fights over it a lot with my friend. Like I'm trying to find examples. But stupid maid show that ran the other season, there was another character who was literally called Midori and had green hair, but then in the show they call it black hair. Also, there's so many anime characters that have green hair or greenish hair that are called something with literally Midori, and I'm so angry about it. This is the mini killing anime right now. Okay, let me just ramble off. The guy who fires surefire shots in Kuroko no Basket, the main character of Boku no Hero, that maid in Uchi no Maid my maid is a fucking pervert, whatever the fuck it's called. That's three off the top of my head that have green hair or greenish hair that is called black hair that literally have Midori in their name.
That's fucking funny.
There's more. I just can't think of it right now. There's so much.
Actually looking through my list of completed shows, it would seem to suggest that I have such a huge problem with this that I have avoided shows where this is a problem. And I'll do that too. Like if I see a show
let me throw one in. Promised Neverland.
I have seen all of Promised Neverland.
Yeah, so in Promised Neverland, only the main character is a ginger, and everyone else, I mean, even gingers are like a natural hair color, right? And the rest of the characters are like black or blonde or brownish hair. Like realistic hair colors.
The one kid has white/gray.
I mean, it's still realistic hair colors. No one has blue hair.
Yeah. And yet it's a fucking post-apocalyptic, like...
Yeah. They're in the
society run by fucking demons. Makes no fucking sense.
Okay, so I will still appreciate it because I actually think it's a cool take on the aesthetic. They still have enough variation with like the natural hair colors. Like they have a ginger in there, they have a blonde person in there, they have some black-haired characters in there and some brown-haired ones. But it just grounds it. It gives me that mood. Because even if it's like a fantastical show with all these demons and shit, the things that the characters have to do are not that supernatural. Like no one's shooting magic bolts. They're like tampering with rope and slingshots and handguns.
Yeah, no, I understand. But again, this is a very pedantic argument that I'm making here. And even I just look, I want my old fucking style of like not everything, right? Because homogeny is never good in either direction. But just can we have a show every now and again that's like fucking balls to the wall with insane character design? That matches it with
I know
an
you hate the show,
plot.
but we had Comic Girls recently with hair colors all over the place.
Yeah, but that show was, but that's the opposite problem.
We had Hulaing Babies a little while ago, which was insane. You had
Comic Girls
experience, huh?
Comic Girls experienced the opposite problem, where it had a bunch of different hair colors, but nothing interesting ever happens.
I liked the show. I thought it was a fun comedy with good jokes. Then you had Karakuri Circus recently, which is my favorite train wreck show of all time. It's garbage, but there's a lot of fun character hair colors in there. And also, everyone's an insane clown posse in there, so, you know. You had Shield Hero, which has... How many hair colors are in Shield Hero? Yeah, you have the purple-haired character in there. You have, like, the kind of red hair that is not a natural red hair, but instead, like, clearly an anime color red hair.
Yeah, like, really red.
I don't know if there's anyone with green hair in there, but they're definitely like a little bit all over the place, especially the characters are like from the fantasy world.
Yeah, okay, all right, let me tell you the show that makes me happy that it exists because it does this. Mahou Shoujo Site. All the hair colors and all of the hairstyles were fucking nuts and great, and I loved it. It made it pop. It made it fucking stand out. Like you never gonna forget any of those girls. It's fucking fantastic. I love it every second of it.
And
yeah,
I can see that.
That's what I want more of. You know, just that that level of high distinction through the hairstyle and the color.
I'm just looking at recent anime I've been watching, and there's just way more colors than I remember here. Like, you had Anima Yell, which was a cheerleading anime that had colors all over the place. Same season, you had Release the Spies, about a bunch of spies. It had a fun OP that went like, spies. It was good. It had a bunch of stuttering in it. I messed it up so bad. Which had a bunch of colors. You had Gridman, SSS Gridman, which had high colors all over the place.
Well, hasn't Gridman been going for a while?
Gridman? It was just a seasonal show, 12 episodes.
Oh, it was a seasonal?
Yeah, it was by Trigger. You had Uchi no Maid, which
it's by Trigger. Trigger follows Trigger follows nobody's rules.
Oh yeah. But I was listing a whole bunch here. You have Boku no Hero, which still has high colors all over the place.
But that fits. But that fits with the theming. It's a superhero show. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when the theming fits, they're still doing it.
I don't know. There's something about
Road
it.
to School, which has at least Shio-chan being a ginger in Japan. That's a bit different.
There's something missing.
There was very recently Hinamatsuri as well, which was a great show that had hair colors all over the place. Psyche, Kusuo was Tainan, still has hair colors in every single direction imaginable. And so did Darling in the Franxx.
Franxx. All right, the Nines had a bunch of different hair colors, but there are serious problems with the Nines even existing that I don't want to get into.
Sure. Pretty shit. He's not the muscles of more. There was rustic hair colors.
Anyway.
Here's the thing. I just think that it's cool that there are more shows with rustic hair colors happening right now. I like that.
I don't know. It just bothers me.
Sure.
It bothers me. Yeah. What's your number 2?
All right, my number 2. I have not found a succinct way of formatting this, but I'm going to say
that's fine. That makes it easier for me to pick it apart.
Okay. Focus on camera movement over character movement combined with the depth of background animation. So, what I'm trying to get at here is that there's so many action scenes right now where the camera is spinning all over the place, going round and above and under and over, and we're seeing all these dynamic angles, and the camera's like following the character. Are you caught up on Vinland Saga, by the way?
Most of the way. I may be like 1 or 2 episodes behind.
Okay, there's this one cut where the main character is like rushing into a fortress in France to cut off the head of a general.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember that scene.
Yeah, I love that scene. It's really cool. And it has this camera movement because what's happened
is some really dynamic, cinematography there. Yeah.
And it's cool because we have the big innovation right now, right? Of the 3D background that looks kind of 2D-ish, but is definitely 3D. You can see it starting with the Pokemon X and Y anime was really leading with this. Which had the CGI backgrounds that still looked really CGI with like the 2D animation on top of it. But then the camera can like swoop around the characters way more because they don't have to animate the background, right?
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It makes perfect sense.
Really cool. Yeah, there's a lot of great shots with this. But there's too fucking many of them right now. God fucking damn it.
Oh, yeah,
so
okay. So basically,
shots.
your problem is that it's like the industry has got its hands on a shiny new toy, and like a 5-year-old at Christmas will not fucking put it down.
Yes. And there was this one show recently, I absolutely blank on what show it was, but they had this scene of them talking at a table, right? And they was having a discussion. And instead of just fucking letting them talk and having a reverse shot, they had the camera spin to every single character around the table whenever it was that character talking. And I literally felt seasick at the end of it, dude.
Oh, no, I've seen that technique used in like actual film, and it makes me sick.
But then do it in an anime. It's insane. And he just kept going and going and going until we were like double folded laughing at this camera. Just wouldn't fucking stop. And then you know shows that do it really badly, like Garo Vanishing Line, where I watched like 5 episodes of it. But in the first episode, if you go watch Garo Vanishing Line, the first episode, there is this fight scene that has a lot of cool animation in it, but you can't fucking see it because the camera's flashing so much over the place. You can't focus on the character animations in it, and they're shaking the camera as well to make it seem dynamic. And it's
fucking. I hate camera.
Why do you do shaky cam?
I hate shaky cam in anything.
But in anime, it's even worse because it's so.
Because there's no reason for that. It's not literally a dude holding a fucking camera.
You can't imagine the camera guy in anime. You know that it was choice to animate it that way. It was more work of camera movement, not less.
God,
it's so
fucking damn it.
Immersion breaking. I can't handle it. And while so many good shots have happened because of this idea, I also feel like it's killing one of my favorite things in anime, which is background animation, where you actually see hand-drawn backgrounds sliding across the screen. Mm-hmm. Best examples, Ghibli movies, Mob Psycho. There you have some fucking high background animation, because Mob Psycho is like the last bastion of fully 2D backgrounds, and it's beautiful. It's why that show looks so fucking good. It's not the special effects of like the attacks and the psychic stuff and the character animation. That's all top tier as well. But the way the background moves in Mob Psycho is why that show is the best animated show of this decade. And it's so unique and interesting right now. But I feel like it's dying because of these like dynamic camera 3D backgrounds that make it so easy for them to do it.
So what I actually have an issue with this is that, and I will agree that it's killing anime, right? I actually agree with you on this. But I agree with you for a different reason. Because background animation, that's cool and all. But I have to look at it from the perspective of what is this style of shot composition and, cinematography being used for in anime, right? It's being used to achieve a sense of frenetic pacing, particularly for fight scenes.
Yeah.
Right? And that's great. But in the process of that, what I have noticed is that we lose the fight scene where the camera sits at a static angle and you see the one dude, and this is more common with like swords and stuff. But
yeah, Sword of the Stranger, final fight, the greatest fight scene of all time.
But like you see the camera take like a static shot head on of the main character, and there's dudes rushing in from both the front, the back, and like the sides.
Like that. Yeah.
And like they pass the camera, come in from the frame, and he just is like a badass. Like I'm thinking of things like Samurai Champloo and stuff, where it's just like an insane amount of animation on the main characters. He fucking kicks the ass of everyone that comes into frame.
And you want to highlight Afro Samurai there as well as like a classic example.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, right? Where it's just the camera doesn't move at all. It stays focused, laser focused on the one character in the center of the screen being a badass and demonstrating a fucking absolutely amazing set of animation.
Character animation. Again, that was how I phrased it in the beginning. A focus on camera movement over character movement. Because it's like the camera is the main character rather than the actual character moving forward.
Yeah, like that kills that for me.
And you can drag this into Western media too, even though I know you won't want to. But like, let's take something like Game of Thrones, right? Where everyone was praising them when they had this Battle of the Bastards fight, where you followed the Jon Snow character. Like, they had basically the camera follow him through a whole, like, sword battle. It was really cool. A lot of people really liked it. But it was, like, this dynamic of the camera spun around him and stuff. As, like, he was, like, handling the fight and all the pain destruction. But then it seems like they got so much praise on this on social media and shit that in the next season they had, like, 5 of those fucking moments. And every fight, he was following some character. And that's what I feel the whole fucking anime industry is in, like, right now. It feels like when Pokemon X and Y did, like, the dynamic 3D camera and they were, like, on top of the game with this shit. And a bunch of other anime did it as well, and they got so much praise. Like, holy shit, this new 3D background camera movement stuff is so cool. I mean, I was on the boat too. I was fucking singing the praises of Pokemon XY's animation for this shit. Even though the backgrounds were still at the point where they looked pretty bad because they were a little bit too bad in CG.
The thing about this entire problem is not that it, as a technique, is bad. It's just that the overabundance, like the excessive use of it, is killing other art forms in anime that make shows just as, if not better. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. That's
just like when they killed cell animation. Give it back to me.
Oh God, no animator on the face of this earth would let you say that and let you live. I don't think they would kill you.
I'm just waiting for like the 2025 when like Studio fucking Gaina just makes a cell animation show again in for free, just out of like, they make like a 4-episode OVA in for free cell animated.
Yeah, because they basically have the fuck it adjustment and they just do it.
Yeah, and they sell it as an OVA because they know that just the hardcore fans of the screen for this will just buy this one show.
We'll buy it. Yes,
They
will
will
buy it.
They will buy 1 million copies of this Blu-ray, and it will only work once. And whichever studio first has the balls to pull it off will make $1 million, and then no one else will ever be able to do it again. It will be the last hurrah of the celebration.
Because it'll be like a gimmicky thing, and then as soon as anybody else does it, they'll be like, "Oh, you're selling out. You're trying to copy so and so."
Yeah, and what they make is they make the 5th episode of The Rape Man.
Shut the fuck up and die. Can we move on to my last topic?
Do it. Shoot.
Jesus Christ.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that porno?
No, and I don't want to. It's one of those things where, like, I have heard it in passing in multiple places and have immediately fucking noped out of that fucking chat.
Oh, boy.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
No, they actually make episode 5 of Mad Bull 34. Let's go.
If there was somebody who was to make like one last hurrah of cell shaded animation, what would I want?
I'm not cell shaded, just cell animated entirely.
Oh yeah, cell animated. Sorry.
A second Cowboy Bebop movie, or a Space Dandy movie, but now it's cell.
You know what? I'm on board for that.
That's fucking hype.
That I would literally hand them excessive amounts of money for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking sick. See,
Okay.
I have all the ideas. Anime industry, if you're listening, I'm available. I work a part-time job, 75%. I have time in the afternoons. I'm available for phone counseling and...
consultations
yes.
by Whatta.
Yes, I will make you all the money if you do exactly as I say. And I have to do none of the work.
And reap all the benefits.
Look, I make podcasts. I don't animate animes. There's a reason for that, man.
All right. Last topic.
Yeah,
before we head off. My second. What is killing anime?
Yeah.
The death of 70s rock music. And I want to get into this specifically, like where this is a problem.
All right. Shoot.
Right. I'm a huge fan of 70s rock, right? AC/DC, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, Iron Maiden, all the classics, right?
Electric Light Orchestra.
Yeah, all the fucking classic 70s.
I have to show that one in because of its connection to anime, you know?
No, I understand. But you know what I'm saying, right? Mm-hmm. And the thing is that style of heavy, pounding, just pulsating, and just this constant energy of pushing forward, right? That is what that music is about, right? Yeah. Even in like the slower tempo songs, it has that vibe to it. Mm-hmm. This style of music has been responsible for transforming some of the most badass fight scenes in anime into even more badass fight scenes in anime.
Lay down the examples, Ash. Show your power level.
Okay, specifically, think back to when you were first watching Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex.
I've seen 3 episodes.
You have not seen the whole thing?
No. It's not in there yet. It's still in my backlog.
Oh my god. Am I about to fucking like dunk on you?
Oh yeah.
The man who has seen way more than myself? Holy shit. All right, here we go for the viewers at home. If you haven't watched Standalone Complex, by the way, fucking get off your ass and watch.
I know. It's very high up in my backlog.
Right, at least watch season 1. Season 2 kind of can, jump off a cliff for all I care.
A lot of people still like season 2. But sure.
Yeah, I know they do, but they're stupid. That's a video for another
Digi bro,
time.
You're stupid.
That's a video for another time. Sure. I could get into that. You're in the middle of the first season. Right? The conflict of the Laughing Man is kind of returned to the background, right? Mm-hmm. And they've gone back to some smaller episodic stories.
Yep.
And there is a case that they are going to be working involving some, expats from the war from before, right? Mm-hmm. Some South American expats, right?
Right.
And they've holed themselves up on some fucking, some rig out in the middle of the ocean, right? And they've got this girl hostage there. And so the Major and her team, they get called in to rescue her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they get in and they're real quiet. Nobody notices them. And when they finally get to this girl, some really fucking wacky shit, as, you know, per the usual, fucking goes down, and i.e., you know, it kind of, the whole narrative of, like, what was actually going on, you know, with the details of the case kind of gets twisted, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they get up there, and they rescue her, well, all of a sudden, every fucking expat on that base knows that they're there and is gonna fucking come kill their ass.
And that's when they kick into 70s
and then
music.
As soon, because up until this point there had been like minimal music or like, you know, stealth style, like really low strings and stuff, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of piano, right? They had been very low key BGM. As soon as the fucking guns start firing in this scene, literally, the music is louder or as loud as the gunshots. And it is the most pulse-pounding fucking 70s rock. Just, like, it's got a little bit of punk in there, too. Like, as far as, like, the lyrics are concerned. But, I mean, like, it is so fucking badass. And, like, it just moves up this firefight from just, you know, a firefight in Ghost in the Shell, in which the Major is involved and so is then inherently badass, into being, like, one of the best shootouts I've ever seen in an anime.
That sounds pretty exciting.
It's fucking awesome. You can watch that scene by itself, and you can literally feel the need to go kick some fucking ass. Great.
I mean, I will say that, like, my favorite ED of all time, I mentioned earlier, the Gankutsu ED, is also like a rock blaster.
Yeah, right? So, but that's not exactly what is killing anime, right? Because if it were just to have gone away, that would be sad, but it's not killing anime, right? The fact that this has gone away is killing anime specifically because of what it has been replaced with.
Savano drops.
What?
Savano drops.
I don't know what that is.
It's the OST creator for Recreators, Kill la Kill, Attack on Titan. His name is Sawano, and he does the big techno drop.
Yes, okay, good. But that's all I need to know. The fucking EDM action badassery has fucking gone into this fucking limp dick fucking EDM bullshit that it has no fucking power. Right? Because it's just a bass line. It's just a bass beat. It's a distorted bass beat. That's all it fucking is. And you can have all the melody that you want to go with that, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there is something, I think, in the human brain, right? That subconsciously, you recognize the difference between a melody created by a guy on a computer and with, like, a mixing board, and a guy in a studio with his 5 buddies fucking slashing on a fucking guitar.
Oh, yeah,
the energy is so fucking different. The technical expertise...
Like, what's screaming in my mind is that one panel in the manga Solanin where they're screaming out at this live stage. Like, I feel it in my bones just reading the manga. There's not even music to it.
Yeah, like, there's an energy in rock and roll. And to think that just because EDM has gained popularity, because it has, to think that that is, like, more impactful for a scene that is meant to convey the most, like, the badassery of a fight scene. It's just completely ignoring and sort of just smooth-brained, to me, to just completely disregard what the energy of rock music is. Because rock music, the purest way to describe rock music is being a badass.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right? Because sure, there's technicality, and there is what would I call it? Music theory involved in creating something that sounds good on a specific instrument, right? But there is such a level of, like, intuition required to create a fucking sick-ass guitar riff as opposed to a fucking EDM song where you can just fuck around until it sounds right. Right? And there's no consequence to it. I
want to bring it back. I want to bring you out of this, like, slamming on, like, you guys don't even play real instruments rant.
Okay, no,
which, I get it. It's just that it's a bit of a meme. I want to bring it to, like, what I still think is pretty good. Because when I think of, like, the Savano drops, a lot of them are pretty. I'm not the biggest Savano fan, but I think of like the one in, ironically, the worst show he ever soundtracked, which was, oh god, what's the show even fucking called? It was the show that not Donkey. What I'm saying, Demo made a slam video about
really?
like the people of Mars were coming back to like take over the Earth and shit. It was a pretty fucking garbage anime. And I'm going to find by scrolling up to the very top of my chart right here, because I know I watched it way the fuck back in the beginning of my anime watching. Because Aldenoa Zero is the name of it.
I've heard about Aldenoa Zero.
There's this one fucking song in it where they just like, I see fire, I see fire, I see rising hell, da 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 da. It's so good.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like that heights.
Yeah,
no, that's an EDM song though.
Oh, EDM song.
Oh yeah, it is. It's definitely electric because it's Savano, right?
Okay, I didn't know if like in his past he had like.
Oh no, I can link it to you later. But it's so fucking hype because the vocals are still like that, like I badly sang them, you know.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're saying that the vocals provide
yes
that rock and roll energy.
It's not necessarily the guitar plucker motherfucker dude who's bringing that to me. It's whoever's fucking putting the vocals in. And see, what I think is a big problem here actually is the lack of vocals in a lot of the highest impact moments in these anime fight scenes. Because if you just have the Savano drop without that like massive vocal performance, someone just screaming their fucking lungs out, that's what loses me sometimes.
Yeah, I let me kind of like pull it back because like I know I just like shat on EDM real fucking hard.
Oh yeah,
I like EDM. I listen to it. I think it's fun. I think it's great. My problem is that rock music to me is just perfectly suited to a badass shootout or a badass fight scene. It carries through it more to me, right? Because an EDM track is going to inherently require a bass line, right? It's going to have a set beat, right? And that's not to say that a rock song doesn't have a set tempo, but there's so much more going on in a rock song that you can like, it flows through the pace of the action so much better, right? And maintains that height of energy, right? Because EDM, so much of it relies on that drop, right? To sort of signal where the energy is. Whereas a rock song can just come out the gate fucking swinging and keep it up there the entire time, right? There's no... Like, you can have, like, sure, there are rock songs where it does build to higher energy, but you can have rock songs where they just start at that high level and never let up. So what do you think of these other genres that are kind of slinking into, like let's take episode 15 of Franks, right? And you instantly know what I'm thinking about. Like, when they slammed... Because I fucking love this episode. Oh, yeah, of course. It's the best episode of the show. It's one of the best episodes of anime, I would argue, but I don't even like Franks, by the way. So, you know, hi people who like Franks, I'm not one of you. But episode 15 is really fucking good. And I think it's partially because, like, the like J-pop song that blasts off of this world when they go full lion mode and, like, charge in with that mech. That's not yeah. It's the LP, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, exactly. It's not a rock song. It's techno-y Japanese anime music. But that's it's so true. Good. That's true. However, here's where I'm gonna justify this. I'm gonna explain it, right? Because there are fight scenes that not all fight scenes are created equal. Yeah, basically, right? And there are only some fight scenes in which a rock song makes it badass. Okay, so I think I have it, and I think that there's two kinds of fight scenes. There's fight scenes that go boom, and there's fight scenes that go for a long time. Yes, exactly. Yes. Right. So yeah, exactly. So in a firefight, it just hits you, right? There's fucking gunfire. You can smell the gunpowder, right? You can feel the bullets flying, right? This is so much tension and energy all the fucking time, right? Have you seen Black Lagoon? I haven't, and that is on my list, like, way up there. Because I think you'll be happy with that one. Dude, I love anime gunfights. They're fucking badass. It's a bullshit anime,
But you'll be
No,
happy.
I know Black Lagoon is bullshit, but I love anime gunfights. So
I just want to go on this little tangent like really quickly. The part where I finally accepted that Black Lagoon was actually bullshit was when they show up with two twins that are like these emo cosplaying twins that are in the
fucking
city.
lit, dude.
And they're running around with giant sniper rifles, and they look like fucking goth lollies.
Alright, so
just, like,
basically Black Lagoon is just a huge fucking meme.
No, like, because they tried to sell it to you in the beginning that it's like this Japanese businessman who came to a real fucking crime city and everything's serious. But as the show goes on, it becomes more and more and more anime, and it's killing me
awesome.
the whole way through.
That's
Jesus
awesome.
Christ, that was a fucking ride.
The other instance in which a rock song is very well suited is a sword fight. Right? Because see, the thing about a sword fight, right, is that there's going to be moments of high energy and then moments of incredibly low energy.
So for sword fights, I'm actually way more into hip-hop.
Oh, yeah, no, hip-hop definitely, but, like, I have seen some fucking badass sword fights, with rock music.
Yeah.
But when you're starting to go into things like sci-fi and, like, fantasy battles, techno matches that better just from an aesthetic perspective.
Because there's a lot more of the boom. The magic and the sci-fi techno blast, they go boom in a way that like
that
the
feels
drop
right.
just matches,
And in a lot of those instances, those are fight scenes where they are won with one shot.
Yeah, very much so.
Right? And so that's perfect for techno, J-pop, EDM, that sort of thing. It's perfect. So in that case, I don't have a problem with that. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is when it's inserted into places where rock is just 100% a better fucking option. And the fact that we don't have anime being made that can really utilize rock music to sell those kinds of things. So
maybe we do. We've like for example, the final fight of Megalobox, I think, has a pretty rocky ass tune in the final fight.
Does it?
Yeah, I don't remember it exactly, but that
Megalobox is on my plan to watch.
Yeah,
and that would make sense.
That's a show that goes very very much into like the rock aesthetic for the fights. Whenever it's more sci-fi, it goes rock, and whenever it's more slum, it goes hip hop.
Sick!
There's one track on that OST that they play on like 5 times, but it's called like The Slums, and it's just when they're walking around the slums, they play this as like a slice of life track. But it is like my favorite OST track of the year. Last year when it came out, because it's so good, and they never play the full thing in the show, and it makes me so angry.
Oh, fucking rip, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you have anything else to add to that huge fucking rant that I went on?
I say that again. I want more lyrics in my massive hype anime songs.
Yeah, no, I can get on board with that. I just I lament the preference to use EDM in places where a fucking kick-ass rock song would do the job so much better and make you so much more hype.
I just sell the lyric thing. One of the shows that the OST always hits me when it comes to fights is Katanagatari.
Katanagatari's fucking great. It has that all the time.
Yeah, and it has these lyrics that are just like these insane Japanese sounds almost.
Yeah,
but they
it
sell
almost
it
doesn't
so
even
much
make
more.
any sense.
And it almost has like the taiko core music, that's just like doom, 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 and it's like it sounds like a sumo wrestling opening ceremony. I know as a sumo wrestling fan. So that kind of music is really really hype for me. And I feel like the lyrics, like the ha that also sound like the Ghost in the Shell movies has another track like that.
The
Ghost
in the Shell. You talk about the original, right?
Yeah, the original Ghost in the Shell movie, like the Oshi one, which was actually that track I'm thinking of was actually sampled for a Swedish hip hop song.
Cool.
Called The Bablevso of Erik Sade, which is like that hip hop song is fucking. I was listening to the radio. I was like, why am I hearing Ghost in the Shell soundtrack right now?
Oh, that's awesome!
And I was like, damn, that's just
immediately recognized it. That's cool.
Oh yeah. It's also funny because is it Ghost in the Shells or is it Katanagatari? Is it Katanagatari? It was like a game me and my friend Herbert played for a little bit, like because they sound a bit similar. Yeah. So
all right. Well, I think we are done. We have laid out our grievances. I don't think we changed each other's minds so much as we just kind of elaborated on what we felt and You disagreed with me on one. I agreed with you on both of yours.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think this was a very valuable discussion, and I would hope that, at the very least, this is funny and enjoyable for those of you out there to listen to.
If not informative, that's the bonus.
Yeah, and maybe, just maybe, listening to this, you can start to think about the things that you find in anime that you think is killing the medium. So,
or you got some great recommendations for things to watch when I was just ranting off show names.
That's true. Or maybe, you could recommend us, probably not Whatta. He's seen so much shit. But, I mean, you could recommend me stuff that, really hones in on the things that I want out of a show. Based on these little small
even
critiques.
I haven't seen everything, like Standalone Complex.
Yeah, you do. So, Whatta, is there anything that you would like to plug or any place?
Explain to Ash why Avatar: The Last Airbender is a good show in the comments. Thank you very much. I have been Whatta, and I am out.
Do you want to plug your Twitter at all?
No, don't go there. I talk about sumo wrestling and esports.
I was gonna say it's all sumo all the time whenever you post.
It's sumo wrestling and esports, League of Legends esports,
specifically League of Legends esports. Yeah,
you won't. My Twitter's not. It's a death zone. It's just sumo and League.
Okay.
I talk about anime on Discord, and you're not talking to me on Discord.
Yeah. So for me, obviously you're watching this video on the Ash Vampire channel, so thank you for sticking with us this long. My Twitter is always going to be in the description of any of my videos, and
check out the Ohio Nation YouTube channel. It's a
there's
channel.
A bunch of crazy fucking bullshit up there. Some really great comedy bits, some fun.
There's a podcast that's good, the Ohio Nation podcast.
We've started a podcast. There's a lot of Let's Plays up there. Some great comedy skits. Quite a few fun things that you could look at there. That'll also be.
No one is taking that channel seriously, but it's fun.
No, and that's the point. It's not supposed to be taken seriously, but it is fun. So if you're looking for some content that isn't made because YouTube's my career, and it really kind of embodies exactly what YouTube was back in the real early days, Ohio Nation is the spot. So I'm Ash Vampire.
I'm Whatta.
And this has been
what was killing anime this week.
Is killing anime. So
it's not a weekly show. That's a meme. We'll do
it's
it.
It's not a weekly show. I am not nearly consistent enough, and probably would struggle to find 2 things to talk about every goddamn week. But hey, maybe it can be weekly if you guys provide us with more potential topics.
Yes.
So, with all that said,
we'll see ya.
Have a good time.